Emma sat alone in the small cafe, her eyes fixed on the door. Every time the bell above the door rang, her heart jumped, hoping it would be Lime. But hours passed, and Liam didn't come. The coffee on her table turned cold, just like the hope inside her heart. She opened her bag to find her phone. A small folded note fell out. It was old, written by Liam when they first fell in love. It said, "Chase your dreams first, and I'll always be here." Emma smiled sadly. She had always believed in those words. But now they felt like a goodbye she never noticed before. Emma and Liam had shared dreams, promises, and endless laughs. But Liam had one dream bigger than everything: to become a famous musician. Emma loved him enough to let him chase it. But deep inside, she feared that one day, his dreams might take him far away from her. The cafe lights flickered. The world outside turned dark. Emma stood up slowly, her heart heavier than her steps. As she walked out, her phone buzzed. It was a message from Liam. "I have something important to tell you tonight." Emma's heart skipped a beat. Emma waited nervously outside the music studio. Liam had called her there to share his big news. When he finally came out, his face was glowing with happiness. His eyes sparkled like a child who just found his biggest dream. "I got selected, Emma," he said, pulling her into a hug. "They want me to move to another city. A real chance to make my music career." Emma smiled, but it was a broken smile. Her heart sank deep inside, but she didn't want to spoil his moment. She knew how much this dream meant to him. "I'm so proud of you," she whispered, hiding her tears. Liam kept talking about his new journey. New people, new places, new dreams. Emma stood there, smiling, nodding, but inside, her world was falling apart. She had always dreamed of a future with Liam. Simple, together, full of love. Now he was dreaming a future where she was just a memory. "Will you wait for me?" Liam asked, holding her hands tightly. Emma looked into his excited eyes and said, "Always." But deep down she wondered, would love be enough to survive the distance? Liam moved to the new city with big dreams in his eyes. Emma stayed behind, holding on to the memories they had made together. At first, everything felt the same. They talked every night, shared their stories, and made promises to stay strong. But slowly, things began to change. Liam's calls became shorter. Sometimes he forgot to call. Emma would wait by her phone, staring at the screen, hoping it would light up with his name. When she called, he often said, "I'm busy, Emma. I'll call you later." Later never came. Emma tried to understand. She told herself he was busy chasing his dreams. She smiled through the loneliness, telling herself it was just a phase. But the nights grew colder and her heart grew heavier. One evening, as she scrolled through her phone, she saw a picture Liam posted. He was smiling brightly with new friends, a guitar in his hand, and a girl standing very close to him. Emma's fingers froze on the screen. Her heart whispered a fear she didn't want to hear. Was she slowly becoming just a part of his past? Emma tried to ignore the picture she had seen. She told herself not to overthink. Liam loved her. He always had. Maybe the girl was just a friend. Maybe everything was still okay. But deep inside, Emma knew something had changed. Days turned into weeks. Liam's calls became rare. When he did call, his voice sounded tired, distant, almost like a stranger. Their conversations, once full of laughter and dreams, now felt empty and cold. Emma finally gathered the courage to ask, "Liam, do you still love me?" There was a long silence on the phone. Emma held her breath, waiting, hoping. Finally, Liam spoke, "I love you, Emma, but right now, I love my dream more." Emma closed her eyes, feeling the words cut deep into her heart. She had always known this moment might come, but nothing could have prepared her for the pain. She didn't cry. She didn't scream. She simply smiled sadly and said, "I understand." But her heart was quietly breaking into pieces no one could ever fix. Emma decided to see Liam one last time. She traveled to the new city, her heart heavy but her mind clear. She didn't want to fight. She didn't want to beg. She just wanted to say goodbye in her own silent way. At the music show, Emma stood in the crowd, watching Liam on stage. He looked so happy, shining under the lights, living the dream he had always talked about. Emma smiled through her tears. She was proud of him. Even if it broke her heart, she was proud. She took out a small letter she had written. It said, "I loved you enough to let you go. I hope your dreams give you all the happiness I couldn't." Emma left the letter with one of Liam's friends backstage. She didn't wait to see him. She didn't wait for another goodbye. She simply turned and walked away, choosing herself for the first time. Later that night, Liam found the letter. He read it slowly, his hands shaking. A deep sadness filled his heart. He had achieved his dream, but he had lost the only person who loved him more than anything else in the world.